Well, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. Oh my gosh, excited to connect with you in 2025. So today we're talking about nurse burnout and toxicity, the nursing crisis we cannot ignore. And so I'm excited to bring you this content today, but at the same time, I have to tell you, and if you're a nurse, you're probably with me that it's really sad that we have to talk about such things, but we cannot afford to ignore the nursing crisis anymore, okay? We have to be ready to come to the table now more than ever with solutions for burnout and toxicity in the workplace. So, we all know that nursing is an incredible career. Those of us who've been in it, I've been in it more than 30 years myself, we love it. We love the work we do. The trouble is the healthcare system is riddled with challenges and obstacles that we have to overcome to be able to do our work well every single day. And so what happens is nurses can experience burnout because, we have too many patients to take care of, right? It becomes unsafe for us to do the kind of work that we want to do. Or we have toxic workplace cultures where it's every nurse for him or herself, right? I was brought on poorly, and I wasn't treated well by my colleagues or my peers. And so that's how I have learned now to treat new nurses, whether they are brand new graduate nurses or even seasoned nurses coming into my work unit. This is the way that I have been trained to treat them when they start. So we have lots of things that we need to begin to resolve. And statistics today show that 60% of nurses in the workforce are reporting burnout. I did a survey last year, and 86% of nurses reported that they had left a position due to toxic nursing culture. Okay? Again, this is a nursing crisis that we cannot continue to ignore. We have to do something about it, and we have to begin looking at what are the needs that nurses have that are currently not being met. Okay? So first of all, again, I've talked about this frequently in the last few months, but I will continue to scream it to the rooftops until it makes the headline of every major newspaper in the United States. And that is that 33% of new nurses will leave the profession within their first 2 years. The profession, guys, not just a job. They are willing to abandon their nursing license, all of the time, energy, and money spent to obtain that credential and get licensed, right? How is this not making headlines everywhere? Because this is an epic fail. We have a systemic issue here, and 18% of those nurses, 18% are leaving after their first year in the workforce. So clearly, we have an issue with onboarding our new graduate nurses and being sure that they have the support that they need to begin working as a professional nurse, okay? Pardon me, I'm getting over a terrible, terrible cold. So also with nursing turnover, and there was a study done by Healthcare Finance, I believe, in the last couple of years that said the average hospital in the United States turns over 100.5% of staff in 5 years. Okay. And again, this just reminds me of a time I went to work with a nurse once and I introduced myself and said, "Hey, my name is Teresa." And he said, "You know what? When you've been here 6 months, I'll learn your name." Right? This is a powerful commentary on the state of the workforce of nursing. So can you even imagine what does this look like for patient care when every 5 years we have an entirely new team taking care of those patients who are coming in and being served in that facility, right? These are big issues. These are big issues, and we have to begin to peel the onion of what is it about nursing culture that is not life-giving to new nurses or even seasoned nurses who start new roles there, okay? I have experienced nurses eat their young culture, and I really want to make this clear that I've experienced both as a novice and brand new nurse, and I've also experienced it as a seasoned nurse when floating to a unit to help. And I was unfamiliar with the unit. Well, I'm sorry if I don't know where your supply room is, but that doesn't mean I'm an incompetent nurse. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be able to come to the table and treat each other better. The Nurses Eat Their Young culture is alive and well. And as a hospice nurse, my wish is that we allow this thing to die a natural death and that we bury it, because it's time for us to shift finally from nurses who eat their young to recognizing that we need our young, and finally becoming nurses who feed their young, no matter where they are in their careers. Okay? This is vitally important for us. Now, how do we fix nursing retention? First of all, I want to just say that I don't have all the answers, right? I don't think any one of us has all of the answers. But one of the things I do know is that as nurses, we do what? We provide holistic care to the patients that we care for, right? The nursing work environment, in my opinion, my humble opinion, treats nurses almost as robots who are emotionless and maybe do not struggle with things like splitting their time, holiday time. We just passed holidays, right? But splitting their time between work and their families, being called in on days off and losing out on time with their family. We cannot treat nurses as if they are robotic, emotionless creatures. We have to recognize that while the schedule we've had since, the early 1900s has gotten us this far, it is not going to take us any further. Are you with me? What we've done in the past has somehow allowed us to muddle through to where we are now. And maybe it was great when it first began, but now it's time to change it. And I want to challenge you and every nurse and nursing leader to dare to do nursing differently. It's time for us to look at what we've been doing that is not working. No amount of sign-on bonus or double time pay is going to solve this issue. If we can't provide some life balance for nurses, if we cannot provide meaningful support for new graduate nurses and even seasoned nurses who are working in a holistic way that recognizes nurses as the wonderfully unique and whole creatures and beings that they are, we'll continue to treat them almost like a machine on a factory assembly line. And nurses deserve better. Nurses deserve better. So this is what I wanted to share with you today is just, we have some work to do. And I want to invite everybody to jump on board in 2025, join the Nurses Feed Their Young movement, become a part of the movement that actually supports nurses in a holistic way, and join our thriving nurse revolution movement that is starting right now. Comment me below this video and I will share a sign-up page link with you so that you can be one of the first to know when this new program launches here within the next 6 weeks. I'm excited to bring this to you. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you soon. Bye.